Hi there, my name's Paul Harrington. I'm one of the osteopaths at Osteopathy For All in East Sussex. I'm doing quite a lot of work at the moment looking at resilience, especially because of what's happening at the moment. I've been just researching ways that we can all make ourselves a little bit more robust and get through these difficult times, especially when we can't connect with each other in a face-to-face way, which is one of the hardest things I think that we're dealing with. So one of the things that I've started to do actually is looking at cultivating positive emotion. So that's things like compassion, empathy, gratitude, joy, love. Any of those qualities that are sort of inherently expansive and opening, as opposed to what we're all subject to at the moment, which is, something a little bit more scary. So we're feeling a little bit closed and frightened and just contracted, really. And what I've been doing is I've started writing a gratitude diary. And all that is, really, I've just got myself a little book, and every day I just write down 10 things that I'm grateful for. And those are things that are just off the top of my head in the moment. So I literally sit down and let things come to me. So it might be the light coming in through the window, or the fact that I've got food in the cupboard, or that I have got some family I can call, or friends that I can call. The birds always seem to feature for some reason. I'm really enjoying looking out my window at the birds in the garden at the moment. So grateful for my garden. Some people don't have that, and everyone's situation is different, isn't it? But the thing is with practicing these positive emotions is that it really, because when you treat it as a practice, so even if you don't feel like being positive, or you can't really manifest it in your day-to-day life at the moment, setting aside a little bit of time every day where you consciously try and kind of manifest those feelings, even if it's only for a couple of minutes, actually gives your nervous system a little bit of a break from being so sort of contracted and closed down at the moment. And the thing is with practice too, that the nervous system actually changes every time you have a new experience. So, if you do manage to write down 10, it could be 5 things, it's tiny things, the small things that you're grateful for in that moment, even though everything else seems difficult. Just that act changes the nervous system just very slightly, so that the next day it might be easier to feel gratitude for the small things, and the next day it might be a little bit easier still. And over time, actually, what a practice does, it makes those neurological patterns that create the feelings and emotions and thoughts that we have, they're all neurological patterns. It makes those more likely to fire off as a matter of course. So you might find eventually that you'll just generally feel much more grateful for the small things. And then it seems like the bigger things that we've come to expect, especially in our culture, it feels like we need the bigger things sometimes to be happy. Of course, sometimes we don't. And it's the small things, it's the small connections, the small gratitudes for the very basic things. And this is a really good way of remembering that. And if you can be sustained by the the small and simple things in life. And sometimes it does mean you have to actually consciously do that, because our culture is so crazy, we forget that stuff. It really just helps make you more resilient, because you can let some of the other stuff go. Well, in this case, it might feel like it's been taken away, temporarily at least. But in any case, doing that every day, I really think, in my experience anyway, it really helps to feel a little bit more grounded and centered, and just raises that level of well-being just a bit, which at the moment is important. Okay, thanks.